So I make these, I source these through Mauser and China for some of the stuff, but I use it. Hey, no. So I have a real professional crimper that I use to crimp the terminals and everything. So it's as good as it's going to get. It's not. I'm not using needle nose pliers. So so for Android, I don't know, maybe not BlackBerry, but Android and Windows phone or tablet users, you can get like an ELM 320. This is an OBD2 CAN bus adapter that allows you to via Bluetooth or Wi-Fi or USB, whichever one flavor you get. The Bluetooth is the most common. You can connect this into your Tesla. You can load. There's an app that recently came out. It's very popular for the Leafs. It's called the Leaf is called Leaf Spy. Turbo 3 is the author. I don't know what his real name is, but he's on the Tesla forums right now. And the app, like I said, the app is named TM-Spy. If you download it, you'll need this for the Apple devices. You'll need a Bluetooth low energy Bluetooth LE. There is one called LE Link. It's a little bitty low profile OBD2 adapter, and
it's on Amazon. I'll put the link on. It's on Amazon. It's like $17.
If you go to my Etsy store, you can get a link to the Google Play app as well. So I'll show you where to plug this thing into.
It'll be released at some point.
So what? How early is this car?
Oh, is he not going to tell this stuff?
This is December 13th. Yes.
You're going backwards.
What am I doing?
Here's the cable. Here's the cable.
The cable. So the cable.
Why would I want to do this, Chris?
Why would you? I was going to show you what it does.
So here's the deal. This connects to the car's diagnostic system, and it lets you see a whole bunch of stuff, like battery statistics.
Yeah. So as you might know, may or may not know, there is an OBD2 port already on your car. It's underneath the dash on the driver's side. It's good for nothing except for, like, this is your VIN number. It's
not even that.
Yeah.
DEFCON found out the hard way.
Yeah.
The OBD connector on these cars is just legacy.
Yeah.
It used to be used for TPMS reprogramming, but now it's just there because NHTSA requires it, and all the Department of Transportation's also required to be there.
And because so because there are no emissions put out by this car directly, they might be indirectly. I don't know what your power source is, but the connectors do nothing. So in order to actually get the data, if you had a regular car, that connector you'd have a lot of stuff on it usually. So there is a connector behind the cubby that every time your car goes in for service, that cubby is popped down and that cable is pulled out, and Tesla is sticking the laptop or something onto that connector every single time. So this is the proper connector that Tesla uses for their cable, and that gives you a real functional OBD2 PAN port. So this device is an ELM 327. It's an older one, and I mean, I've had this for like 5 years or so, and I plugged it into my car and said, this is useless, I can't see anything. And it wasn't until I saw the app TM Spy popped up on the forums that said, hey, we can use this connector, get an OBD2 connection. I said, well, let me plug this thing in to find out. So lo and behold, it works. So I figured this cable is not available commercially yet, so I'll go ahead and make some for anybody who wants one. So I made a whole bunch of them. You buy them in bulk, the connectors and stuff from Mauser, and I'm sitting there on my kitchen table crimping away, and my girls like to play with the results.
It's either behind this panel or it's under the MCU.
Yeah, mine's under here.
On the later models, it's under the MCU. In the earlier ones like mine, it's actually on this side. But but if you have the right command set, you can get the car to unlock and do all sorts of fun stuff.
Yep. So this is how you pop the cubby down. You take your thumbs here and you pull it down. You don't pull it down all the way because the cubby will come out, and it's a pain in the butt to try to push you have to take a bunch of panels out to put it back in. So this is as far down as you want it to go. You can put your hand in here and you dig down behind the cubby, and you pull the rabbit out of the hat. There's a cable. There's another cable back here that's used for something else. But
Which one, the 4-pin?
yeah, the 4-pin.
That's the diagnostic Ethernet.
Yeah. No, I don't. It's down there too, pretty far.
And by the way,
Okay. So you essentially take your Bluetooth module, plug it into the OBD2 connection, and it's keyed, so you can't really screw it up. And you're gonna
remember, you make it idiot-proof, and somebody will make a better idiot.
Yes. So we have power here, and I meant to bring my tablet, but I don't have it. So once it's connected, it's just a Bluetooth connection. It represents a cell pack in the battery pack. So you can I think you swipe. This is a histogram for voltage. It calculates the cell per count, and the scale is 1600 millivolts. And so we're not doing anything right now.
We pretend
I didn't make the app, but you can if you're driving you can get a power meter. This would actually start moving and start doing some stuff once you start driving. But if you go on the forums and see the thread for Team Spy, you can see people's there's one guy that's got I think he's got a ludicrous car, and you can see the voltage drop, amperage spike, and it's some really cool stuff. So I think I said it earlier. Right now it's only CAN bus 3. There's 4 wires that this thing is connected to. 2 are for 12-volt power. It's unswitched power, so it's on all the time, no matter what the
your 12-volt auxiliary battery.
Yeah, no matter what the state of the car is, it's still pumping out 12 volts. It's a very low power device. If you get the low energy Bluetooth version, it's even less low energy. It's like I said, right now it's only CAN bus 3, so it's only battery. If you want to talk to any of the other CAN buses, like the body, if you want to see TPMS or light states or anything else like that, they're different wire connections. So, yeah, this is just a geek interface. So it's going to show you how the battery, whenever it's charging, it actually looks pretty cool. It's kind of a jagged line because it starts to bring the batteries up like in a snake fashion. So, one of the things that we're finding is, I don't know if this holds true in the Leaf or not, or other electric vehicles, but the whole pack balancing thing, where we had some theories around charging it at a very low rate for either 110 or cranking it down to 5 amps for many hours to bump it up. The battery management system in this thing does all that for you. The packs are balanced within maybe 0.05 to 0.1 millivolts. So no matter what you do to it, it's going to be very well balanced. So that kind of information is really cool, because I always thought, well, after a long trip, I'd want to do a pack balance, nice long all the way full, whatever, but. It's always balanced. There's no, you don't have to do anything. So that's one of the beauties of what Tesla does. Is
the Roadster.
Yeah, the Roadster you have to.
The Roadster, you have to charge it to full and let it sit for 24 hours.
Yeah.
At
full, yeah. To top off the little straggler battery. So this thing, you don't have to worry about that. So any questions? I mean, this.
and you can just do it.
Oh, I have a huge commercial at home.
Yeah, we've got one in 3 of our